Day of Misery, Episode 3. I'm your host, Turb666, otherwise known as the Epic Tank Guy. Right, so the last two episodes have been quite successful. Well, the last one was very successful. Got some more views, a couple of likes, a couple more subscribers. Well, one from a cheeky little Russian friend who decided to talk to us for the last episode. Bad thing is I can't remember his name. So yeah, not much has really happened. There's a couple of new additions, for example the Cromwell B. That's about it really. Nothing new in relation to World of Tanks, no new updates. Obviously all the stuff that's in the store. There's not much going on for January for World of Tanks. No major events, no minor events, just a few belated ops. So bear with me 2 seconds, as this is still the beta test. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me briefly. Yes, go away. Yes. Sorry about this. Because that is the beta test, I still need to do checks and the volumes, etc. Because obviously we're on console. Hope I had the volume up on my phone. Because obviously we're on console. Right. I think we are cox locked and ready to rock. I'm just going to change the microphone level a bit because I know it's on ridiculously high. There we go, just adjusting the thing here. Oh, we have one watcher. Hello, welcome to another day of Misery Episode 3. Please feel free to leave a comment, tell us who you are, and enjoy the show. So first off, we've got our first tank, the Tiger 131. My favourite Tiger by far, and one of my favourite tanks. This is our focus tank, and that's what we're going to kick off with. So as it's in episode 3 and we've nearly got all the kinks sorted out for this continuous live stream, what we are going to do is all the information about tactics, how the game's done for myself from episode 1 is going to be repeated most likely in episode 4. And so then you know how I do things, and so basically so you can get to know me through these broadcasts. So let's crack on. First of all, we're with a game of tier 8s, typical. Matchmaker. World of Tanks cannot matchmake for shit, we know that. But we've been in high tier games before and come out. We've gone in stinking of shit and come out smelling fabulous. What? Now the only thing to see now is to see if actually anyone's coming along the flanks. Probably not, because what they do, as usual, as soon as they see some tanks coming from the centre, especially light tanks, they go to the ridge line and stop. While the enemy is flanking you, and then they outflank you, then you lose terribly, and then you start calling your team names, and so on and so forth. So this time round, we are actually doing it properly with the rest of the team, which I am glad to see. Unless there's a stop. Yeah, no, actually I tell you about they've stopped. Absolute retards. All because there was one sighting of one light tank. Absolutely sad as anything. Oh bollocks! Still don't get that. Famous tank of World War II. All this heavy armour. And this what happens. Sod it. Not going any further till we get help. I won't mind, but I'm at an angle to deflect such rounds. What? So really, those shots at that angle should ricochet clean off. I don't care if it's a 100mm gun, it should ricochet clean off. But in Wargaming's Infinite Retardation, they have what we know as the random number generator. Now, we've got a low incoming, there's no way I can take him on. No, that was obvious that was going to happen because I've got no help. As usual, nearly dead, and I've not fired a single shot. That was a terrible shot. Why did I pull down on that? Just watch them. What I'm doing now is waiting for the low to fire. He's gone back. No, the low's still there. Why aren't they advancing? Come on. What's the attack button now? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way that low can reload that quickly. I know for a fact because I have one. With equipment, and even mine can't reload that quickly. Right. Oh, because, with a times 3 boost. Now, to start, they're at the wrong place. They need to be here or dead ahead. Because all they're going to do is fire at us at the flank. Not unless they've kept them occupied. Why are they still firing here? There's tanks in front of them. And World of Tanks at its best again, where people take things personally. And I've still not got a damn thing. Get a shot done. Yay! Right, let's analyse that, shall we? There is no way that, right, there's the kill shot. He's facing that angle. So how in the hell can a shot penetrate? It's disappeared now, the hole. How can a shot penetrate on the turret in that manner? It's like, you look at the gun mantle to the left hand side, where the gun mantle fixture is, it was right there. From that angle. So there's no way, in fact, the rock's blocking the view, so there's no way that Tiger could not get a shot like that on that. Fact. And there's still no one watching. So, looking at this episode not being as successful as the last. Not mine, I've been doing one once a week. Kind of. Right, bear me 2 seconds. I actually really want these guys to lose because I've got times reboost on. It seems a bit of a waste if they win. Well, it is a waste. First of all, first game it puts me as a lower tier, and then I get wrecked in the most suspicious of manner. I get harassed because I'm in a Tiger 131. They're under armoured because of hidden stats, etc, etc. So let's just watch someone else that's not a complete pussy. Churchill gun carrier. Just looking. No one is watching. Oh. So we may have to wait a short while for people to actually look. That's if I get anyone whatsoever. The person that we saw at the beginning who was watching was most likely a nosy bastard, because this post was posted on Facebook. The post for this video was posted on Facebook. It's someone on watching the videos actually on PlayStation itself. As you know, you go in the game, you can go to view broadcasts, etc., etc. We just clicked on mine, or like I said, could have been some nosy one on Facebook. So, he's gonna get wrecked. Oh. So that game was a bit of a waste. For me, that is. Using a ×3 boost and a highly successful tank, and I get shreked with ease actually, and then get taken out in a possible shot. Everyone would say, oh, random number generator, RNG. It's like, well, no, it's physics. It's like the war game and say, oh, there's physics in our game. Why are you lying for? Right, I'm glad that's over, then we can move on. I would do that again, but they won. They just had to win. Wow, that with a ×3 boost, that is pathetic. That's terrible. Like I said, it was a waste. Because if you get a lot, mix your ×2 daily bonus and a ×3 boost, effectively you got ×5, you get a shed load. Basically. So, moving on. We left off yesterday, we did the PC7 artillery, which is the Risen Eye, without the paint job. Now we move straight on to the Valentine 2. Valentine is one of my top 10 tanks. Not because it was good, because it was British, I just like him. So it's up there with the Matilda. They used to make Valentines and Matildas near to where I lived during the war. I just like them. I don't know why, I just do. This one, obviously, because it's the Mark II, the Lend-Lease one, so it's got the terrible, I think it's 37mm this Russian gun, oh no, 45mm, and it's not that good, so obviously to make it more fair and match and make it more playable, so I don't lose patience, I have premium rounds on it. Yes, I know I've got a majority, so I've been making a loss with the game, but I don't care, I have fun, at least I'm making up spare XP, and again, just trying to have fun with tanks that I like to do. Like to play on, like to use. So, Feetval. I've actually been to the Feetval Ridge in France. The Feetval Ridge was a position where the Canadians were with the Germans during the First World War. And I doubt members of Wargaming have actually been there, because this looks nothing like it. There's not really a ridge in sight. Interesting facts about the ridge: if you go to where the Canadian Memorial is, you can actually see the plain of France, plain of northern France, where there's not a hill in sight. You can see massive spoil heaps, if I can remember correctly, but it's one big massive plain, like again, with no hills. So you've got this hill, you're on a hill, and there's obviously it's a ridge because it's just a sheer cliff from one side, and it's just a sheer plain. It's very odd. But like I said, there's nothing about this map that is similar to the actual Feetval Ridge. Let's crack on. Let's start off with premium, APCR, armor piercing composite rounds. Or armor piercing composite rigid rounds, whatever you like to choose. In fact, this tank's been pretty successful because it's got a good balance on armour. I've actually sometimes been the last remaining tank. Probably because obviously I lay ambush, I don't go rushing into everything head first. I actually create ambushes, support people from the back. I'm good at firing from a distance. I've been playing this game long enough. Yeah, I know the random number generator affects the way your rounds land, but either way I'm still good, especially when it comes to firing at moving targets. Wow. turrets. No, we're not going to get him. We could have got his turret, but... See, the problem is, everyone's rounds are missing there because they were all firing dead on the target. When obviously, as most border tankers should know, is you fire ahead of the target. Now I'm debating, because I'm so heavily armoured, whether to push up on my... Oh. How do I push up there? There's a Hetzer there. I don't know if it's worth the risk, because the Hetzer would be more than likely able to give me a good levering, regardless of the well-balanced armour. So, oh, I should have stayed up there. What have we got? Oh, and there's another Valentine too. The only hope is, has he got premium rounds? Hopefully not. But we'll find out when we get up there. And one of the only times I'll be able to do it, I've come against Valentine's 2 before, always a clan member, that means he's going to be an idiot. Well done, you pussy. Fact. I'm going to move up. Oh, that Valentine's 2's gone. Great, there's an AMX-40 there. Oh, I wonder... Oh, thanks for the push. I think I might be able to get behind this Hetzer. Can I? Can I? No. I gotta be careful, wait for him to fire. No, it doesn't matter. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, I'm just concentrating. There's not really much going on, to be brutally honest. I swear there was a Panzer. He's still there. Well, he's still alive. Not unless he's gone under the bridge. No, he's there. 1. How many rounds it's going to take? 2. 3. He's got a 70mm on. And that's how you take care of one of them. That's the left aid. So those tank destroyers probably camping near the flag. Let's go and find out. Oh, no. One of them is right there. Waiting. Oh, I thought we were about to steal it then. So next is... Oh, I've got to switch back to normal if it's the Swedish tank ones, because they're not very good on armour. Oh. Ah, every round went over him. Typical. But even though there was still another one game, any what's that Battlefield Bravo stealing damage, not bad, I suppose. Move on to our next, which is the A32. I do quite like it, but it's hit and miss at times. Double check, anyone watching? Oh, we have one watcher. So, welcome to another day of misery. Please feel free to leave a comment. If it's somebody I might know, please tell me who you are. Because that's the problem when you broadcast, you'd never know who's watching. It just says number of people watching unless you actually comment. So, let's crack on with the A32. It's a good tank, yeah, it's got a howitzer, it might be only a tier 3 gun, but it's quite effective. I do have premium rounds on it in case I go up against tier 5s, just to give it a bit more of an even chance. Thanks to the Wargaming's infinite use of the random number generator, the slanted armor doesn't really work that well on it, so it can actually get taken out really easily, and it has been taken out really easily in the past, also because idiotic teammates push you in front of the enemy fire for fun. So let's crack on again. Let's obviously, yeah, tier 5s. For some weird reason, even though it's got a tier 3 gun, this tank is with tier 5s a lot. I don't know why. It's obvious it's made for tier 4s, but it still put it in a majority tier 5 game all the time. So say you do 5 games and one of them will actually be with tier 4s, your own tier. Most of them will be with tier 5s. But nonetheless, we play anyway. You never know, might get a fair bit and might win. Oh! Okay. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, a common mistake on this map, people automatically go through the flanks and not enough people cover the town. The actual because it's an encircled city, or it's a circular city, the actual danger with this map is the centre. Nothing else, just the centre. And people always come through the centre on this because it's so easy to get to, and as it is circular. So the flanks are kind of useless. You always want to attack the centre, that's where the biggest tanks are, the biggest threats. Oh, what is that? Can I get a shot and do damage? No, he's going to fire at me immediately. Oh wow, that didn't work. Technically I could get around him, get on his side and fire a shot and hope there's no one covering him. This is a fast tank. I think I might be able to get in thingy in his gun. Yep, I was right. But for some weird reason I can't penetrate his side armour. Yeah, I can. One more. One shot. Oh right, he's got the stubby 88mm gun. They are what I call pussy guns. It's to get the maximum amount of damage out of one shot and the thrill of one-shotting people. That is a pussy's way of fighting. Everyone who uses them, I message them calling them a pussy because it's not the way to do it. People always at these tiers go for that gun or any type of howitzer straight away because it's maximum amount of damage. So I don't see the point of having them. They're unreliable, they're inaccurate, and they don't always penetrate, and they annoy the fuck out of you. I just saw we had another viewer. Hello, welcome to another Day Misery live stream, episode 3. Please leave a comment. If I know you, tell us who you are. Introduce yourself, and I'll introduce you and give you a shout out on this live stream. Now let's come out of that. It's obvious we're going to win it, we're not going to watch it anymore. We're going to move on to the next. And I think we come to the T28 Honor, one of my favourite tier 4 mediums, and we do as well. We need to get a win on this, reasons being I'll explain in a future episode, but anyway, It is one of my favourites. Yes, it's got a tier 6 gun. Yes, many people think it's overpowered, but I like it. I've actually held my own with it against a bunch of tier 5s. I've won games that we were outnumbered in there to the end of the game. I've taken out many bogarts, which is not in separate games in a row. There was one game there was 3 bogarts and I nailed the lot. So it is good when you use it properly. It needs to be used in a specific way because it is slow, lightly armoured, and because the gun depression is ridiculously terrible. So like I said, there is a particular way of using it. Obviously because this is slow, because you have an engine upgrade like its normal counterpart, you obviously have to put fuel on it. But actually, this is actually the first time in ages I've been put in with my own tier. That's incredible. But because of what it is, artillery does have a tendency to come straight after you. And the other downside is the inaccuracy of the gun and how long it takes to aim. But overall, if you are on an urban style map like Hellbraun, no not Hellbraun, like Himmelsdorf, then it's perfect. Close quarters, anything like that. Any urban environment, this thing's perfect at, or close to medium range. It can be done at long range with a level of skill and patience. Thankfully I do have patience to use it at long ranges, and it does pay off, and when it does it feels amazing. So far as this game is team deathmatch, everyone's come face to face with each other. Let's see if we can get a hit or two. I hate the aiming. Damn it. Not a chance. What? Come on. Well, I've got a good strong feeling the artillery is going to be aiming at me very shortly. If I don't get a move on. I would go and face that BT-7, but for all I know there's tank destroyers over in 6. Luckily he's got the terrible gun, so he's not going to penetrate anything of mine. Just firing the move in case I get lucky. I should be able to do him in one go. Well, I should definitely be able to do him in one go in a minute. Oh, doesn't matter. Oh, right. Satisfying. I hate them blitzens because everyone uses them and they just act so annoying. Come on. Oh jeez, that's one thing I didn't anticipate. Artillery, and I've got a strong feeling he's aiming right. Nope, at me. So, right, let's crack on. We've won this one. It's been pretty very simple. It's the problem. It's and very fast paced. That's the problem with these lower tier games. They can be extremely fast paced. Now we know where the tank destroyers are and we need to take them all out. They're both at the back. They're in a platoon together. SU-85B and an Electo. Now is it worth it? It all depends where they're gonna go. I can take them out fairly easily with this gun, but it just depends where they're gonna go, because obviously the tank destroyers, they have a low profile. Yeah, I've got all the camouflage perks under the sun, but with World Tanks in its ultimate retardations, I'll probably get spotted really easily. Come on, tiny bitch. but we'll have a go. Let's have a crack at it. It's that Electo I want. I can afford to take 1 or 2 more shots because I'll be able to get them in. Oh, come on. Wow, that's off the gun. I swear that hit the gun and just nailed him in one go. Job's a good one. Oh, we still have one watcher. Nobody's actually messaged me yet for anything. Please feel free to leave a message. Tell us who you are, and we'll give you a shout out on this live stream and on this episode as well. So that's a fairly good win. I could have got a little bit more, but the game was too fast paced. It is a slow tank, but I still like it. It just gets annoying when you get Panzer 1Cs, Panzer 2Cs doing you in one volley. Oh right, we've got to do the A30 right. Because of the way I do things, we're going to have to do the A32 again. There are reasons I'll explain in the next episode, like I've always been saying in the past 2 episodes, about explaining all my tactics and how I play the game, etc. It was all explained in the first episode, as I have repeated, but it is going to be repeated again in the near future. So, done that. Let's go back and do the A32, I think. Because what I'm trying to do is get 210,000. Obviously it's near, I might as well get another win on it now. I need less than 400, then it's up there. It's what I do. It's part of a group of tanks that I call regular tanks. Oh, bear with me. I seem to have. Oh, hello. Hang on, aren't you the same? Aren't you my little Russian friend? I recognise the name. I don't know why, but I recognise. Yeah, I'm sure. Are you my little Russian friend from last episode? Huh. Hang on, let me just check your comment. Yeah, I was out of all honesty, I was hoping you would come on, because you are one of my very few subscribers. All I can say is welcome back. And I was wondering how you are you doing okay, and enjoy this episode. I'll bring you up to speed because obviously, you know, technically now you are a regular watcher, as this is your 2nd episode and I take it you've watched episode 1 beta test. There's not been many changes. I finally bought the Cromwell B. It's one tank I've been trying to get hold of for a while, and I decided to get, and I don't know why I did, on the premium tech tree, the tier 7 heavy tank, the FV whatever. You probably know which one it is. It looks like it's a Centurion turret and a body of a Carnarvon, the less armoured Carnarvon, the 17 pounder. Yeah, the tank was made solely for premium rounds. I do have premium rounds on it, but I don't really care if I make a loss on it or anything. It just makes it a bit more doable, but makes it more enjoyable. So, right, we need to do the A32 again. Oh, where was I? I've lost my train of thought. Oh, damn it. We'll carry on in a brief second. It's a dick tank. Oh, seriously, you had to move back as I fired? That's what you get, nitty kill. Oh, I hate these people that are in everyone's way. Oh, jeez, he's got... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, why did I fire? What? Premiums don't penetrate? What? He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. Yeah, I knew it. Oh well, I don't really care. As long as I get enough. Why are you buying all this premium tanks? Because I like tanks. Yeah, I like tanks. That's all I can say. I'm not one of those fools that chucks shed loads at it. Like thousands of pounds or thousands of dollars or thousands of rubles. Oh, what is the currency in Russia now? Is it still rubles or is it something else? Oh jeez. Is it? Leave a comment to tell me, because I can't remember what the currency is over there. I'm sure it used to be rubles many years ago, but obviously it might have changed. But anyway, I'm not one of these ones that just chucks loads of money. Yeah, I have loads of premium tanks, but this is a collection I've built up since the start of World of Tanks on PS4. I don't use them to get shitloads of experience constantly. I just like tanks. I have a massive passion for it. I like collecting them. I like playing them all. Most of my money goes on the actual tank itself, rather than getting a shed load of gold to convert XP off premium tanks. If you notice, I don't do that. Bearing in, just look at the T127. There's 210,000 on there. I just like tanks. That's why I buy premium. Oh, sorry. I meant to go to your next message. £1, 100 ruble. So it is ruble. All right. Thank you for that, my little Russian friend. So we'll just wait. Actually, no. We'll do the T-34 88 while we wait for the A32. I'm not really bothered about the A32 as long as I get enough. I need less than 400 for it to get to 210,000. So we'll come to one of my favourite T-34s, the T-34 88. I absolutely love this tank. I've been waiting for. A friend of mine got it. I was never really taken with it, and then I saw him use it. I had to go at his house. I thought, oh, I love this, and I've been waiting 6 months for it. Finally, last month it came. Beginning of last month, it came on the sales. So I managed to acquire it. Also the Rudy tank as well. I like the Rudy tank as it's got a little dog in it that tells you when you are spotted. I always felt that was a nice little touch. Right, we're on with the T-34 88. We're in with a tier 7, thank God for that. There's not many tier 7s, fairly balanced-ish. No, it's not. There's 2 KB2s. Yeah, it's not really fairly balanced, is it? Anyway, we've got an 88 and a T-34. I've been through worse scrapes than this, so let's crack on and slot some fools. So, I need to start remembering your name. Let's have a look while the game's in motion. 1 second. Is it D? Am I saying this right? D. Devazia. Please tell me if I'm saying that right. Please. We'll just stop, check the comments again quickly. I think that you should try France heavy tanks, but not new. New ones sucks. Yeah, the new ones do suck. So like I was saying, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Didavazia. Tell me if I'm not. I can't keep referring to you as my little Russian friend. I know it's got a nice ring to it, but not unless I just call you Dida. Makes it easier, doesn't it? Oh, where is that? What is everyone doing? Oh, random number RNG. He's not going to get an accurate shot that quickly. Hang on, let's try some side scraping. He spied his shot. Come on. Oh, why is that Type T? Why is he there? He's going to be doing minimal damage. I got an 88 for fuck's sakes. Oh, he's getting on my nerves now. I'll check your comment in a second. I just want to finish this game up. I know the KV2s are dead ahead somewhere. Dead ahead somewhere. I'm just trying to be careful. Yeah, I think. How long does a KV2 take to reload? Why the hell did that just ricochet? Why can't I penetrate his armor? I should be able to get this next shot off before he reloads. How much health is that over KV2? Oh, he's got a fair bit onto it. How did he know where I was? Oh, they're in a platoon together. What a surprise. Probably told each other, didn't they? They must have told each other. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh well, screw it. Oh yeah, let me just check your comment. Correct. Dida Vesa. Yeah. Dida. I'll just call you Dida. Dida's better. It's nice and short. Gets to the point. Right. Rudy. Oh yeah, I better thingy my. Yeah, Rudy's next. I absolutely love this tank. The fact that oh, hang on. It's grandfather Vasia, Russian. Ah. Right, I see. I'm still just gonna call you Dida, it's easier. I hope I'm not, I've just realised, I hope I'm not saying something in a particular way that comes out wrong. I can't really call you the D, because that just goes on to multiple internet memes. I still might refer to you now and then as my little Russian friend. But I'll just call you Dida. I'll just quickly check your comment. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'll call you Dida. It seems easier. It sounds good actually. But yeah, every now and then I'll refer to you as my little Russian friend. Right, where are we? I'm lost now. Oh jeez, poorly balanced as usual. They have no eye. The rest of it seems balanced. No, it's not. They got more tier 6s. About right. Right, they get a heavy tier 6 and then a majority tier 6, where we get less tier 6s and no heavies. Matchmaking for the win. Typical. However, I have won or helped win in games where the matchmaking is far worse than this. I mean a lot worse, and we've still managed to overcome it. I was a member of my Churchill 3 once. I was the only tier 5 heavy. There was 5 others. I just kind of gave up before the game even started. Fired at people, getting stuff. But then we were winning. We were destroying all the heavies, and it was like we were the only tier 5s there, and I could not believe it. A bunch of tier 4s destroyed a bunch of tier 5 heavies. I was very shocked. So most likely that was due down to the random number generator, or just sheer luck and skill, I don't know. And talking of fools, the OI's over there. Oh. He's going to go straight down to the ravine, like a wuss. Yeah. Now what is that OI doing? Who just but? What is over there? T30? Oh, the MT25's probably doing damage. Please, turret shot. No. Still no? What? and get his gun. I'm sure the turret's weak against 85mm. Oh, the game has been rigged against us with a random number generator. What a surprise. And the team's naff. Like, the team is terrible. And I have the only kill in the game for this team. So, as predicted, this team is just absolutely horrible. How the hell have they managed to lose that easily, that quickly? It must be due to the matchmaker. It has to be, as well as obviously the game rigging itself. Right, how, I want to know, he started turning towards me like he knew exactly where I was. My question is, how, seriously, how did he even know where I was? I don't care about dying, the team's terrible. I'm highly tempted to tell them that. Yeah, bear me 1 second, bear with me 1 second. That was a pathetic pile of shit, you useless cunts. Sorry about that, I am back. I was just telling everyone how terrible they were. Which they are. That was a pathetic game. Jeez. It's also highly possible the game was hacked as well. Usually games that end very quickly are usually hacked. People have reported this due to suspicious activity that they've seen. Oh god, the T-54-881, but that was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible, that game. Why aren't my tanks loading up? That's strange. There we go. Alright, compared to last episode, this episode is going to be fairly short. Because I have stuff to do, unfortunately. We'll just do the Object 430. I recently got this back yesterday. I never really should have got rid of it in the first place. It's good, but the gun, it could do a better gun, but it's about right. The size and power of the gun because of the size of the tank. It's made mostly for penetration, kind of. The other gun you can get on it is the same, one of the same ones as the T-54, but I think it's a horrible gun. Let's have a look at your comments. X-ray system vision on tanks sucks. When you try to sneak behind the building enemy, that's another side. Yeah. What? Hang on, I need to read that again. When you try to sneak behind building and the enemy that's on another side can see your bullshit. Sorry for that. Oh. Yeah. I know what you mean. The spotting system is horrible. So you don't even know when you're spotted anymore unless you've got Sixth Sense. But have you ever noticed how there's double standards on this? You try and sneak up on people, you can't. Yet people can sneak up on you. There is a lot of double standards. The reason I'm saying that is it's the comments based on a post on an independent forums channel on the internet about how this new spotting system comes with double standards introduced by the random number generator. Obviously World of Tanks and Wargaming have denied the use of... What? Who the hell could be seeing me? I'm a low profile tank. That's another thing, yeah, saying that about the spotting system, I've noticed something else that's practically useless. Camouflage based perks, any tanks with low profile, any tanks with actual camouflage. If you're in a game that has been affected by the RNG, that's it, you've had it completely. And it is, I know the theory's been around for a while, does RNG affect the console version? The short answer is yes, it does. It's just it's not been admitted yet. Well, they won't admit it for the first one though. Well, no, they actually did admit it for PC. How there is a random number generator. They gave some bullshit reason why they implemented it, which no one believed whatsoever. And obviously the same aspect. Oh, come on. And that one shot equals one detect. Yeah. One shot equals one detection. That's my new motto. Because every time you shoot, you get detected. Yay! What is everyone doing? And this is the problem with this tank, because it's a rear-mounted turret. It's like you can't really go places that well, and when people see you, they automatically open fire because they think you're an easy kill. That's why I usually try to hand back and create ambushes, but it's not working today because no one is coming to sight because they're all concentrated to the right. Yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering why this tank's got a female Russian voice, well, to start with, on my tanks I tried to have the voices relevant to the nation, makes it more authentic. It's like German voice of German nation, British voice of British nation, Russian, so forth, so on and so forth. I originally got that Fighting Girlfriend T-34. I thought it was a good idea when I first got it, and then I realised it was terrible. Obviously there was already a woman's voice on the crew, then I changed it to Russian because it was better. Oh jeez, that was terrible. And then I got rid of the tank, but I kept the crew. Oh, damn it. Yes, fresh meat. And that's why the crew on this is originally from that tank, and that's why it's a Russian female. That AMX is targeting me into. I think we're going to be here a while with this game. I'm not going to be able to view your comment just yet, not unless we get a little gap in the game. Who the hell could be looking at me? In fact, we'll just check your comment quickly. You should stay 10 meters out of the bush and you would not be spotted. Yeah, true, but I always forget. But at the moment where everyone is, I can't really stay 10 meters out of the bush. Yeah, those guys are going to need support instantly. Now, another terrible team. If you remember from episode 2, we talked about you only win 1 out of tier 10 every tier 10 games. Or was it 2 to 3? I came across a guy on the forums that has not won any game that includes tier 10 tanks for a solid month. A solid month. Oh jeez. Wow, right, side scraping's in order. But yeah, there's the problem with that. Oh jeez, Waffenträger 100. Goodbye cruel world. I'm not going to give them the benefit. I'm actually going to go kill myself. I know it's frowned upon, people going killing themselves, but I don't like to give them the benefit. Especially when this team's terrible. Like, truly terrible. What? Yeah, right. Oh, I gotta check that. That, nah, I gotta check that on the actual thingy screen where the ammo's placed. Let me just check your comments. Bear with me. I want to ask you, did you play Ganjin Tanks WOT on I did have the Waffenträger, but I thought it was a terrible tank because it takes so long to reload. You get spotted like mad. Oh, yes, I know why you're asking that question. It's because they took it off PC because people complained about it, didn't they? I remember now. Sorry. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, they took it off PC because people were moaning about it. Personally, what they've done on console is made it terrible. I worked hard to get it because I knew it was amazing when I first saw it myself. And then then they did all these changes. Then I got it, and it was terrible. The reloading took twice as long as they did with the PC version or in the original version. The ammunition was less effective. It was easier to spot. Basically, they purposely ruined it because people moaned about it. Yeah, we've still got the Grill 15, but they didn't replace the Waffenträger 100, but the Grill 15 has kept them on. From what I've seen of the Grill 15, when it first came up, everyone got it, and then it kind of died down. No one likes it anymore. And I've not barely seen it. I was thinking of working towards it myself, but I thought, nah. I prefer the Turn 9, the standard Waffenträger. I prefer it. I've had more fun with it. It's got a more low profile. The Grill 15 has actually got lower concealment than the Turn 9 Waffenträger. But oh well. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to leave you all. This is a shorter episode as last episode. I've got many things to do. So all I can say now is, first of all, to give a shout out to Dida. Welcome to this episode. Thank you for commenting and talking and chatting to us. And hope to see you next episode. And to everyone else, we hope to see everyone else next episode. This is Turb666, your host, otherwise known as the Epic Tank Guy. Please come back. And I just left a comment. But still, Grill 15 gets spotted easily. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I mentioned about the concealment. As I was saying, I've been your host, Turb666, otherwise known as the Epic Tank Guy. You're still sending me comments as I'm going. Thank you. Known as the Epic Tank Guy. I shall see you next week for another new episode of another day of misery. I still am planning to do tank reviews at a later date, but I've not planned it because of time constraints. But I will let you guys know when I'm ready to rock with that one. Thanks for listening and stay classy.